Hi there, and welcome to Motion Over Medicine, the channel that discusses health, fitness, longevity, and practical medical knowledge for folks over 40. I'm PA Eric, and I'm here today with my co-host, nurse practitioner Veronica Rodriguez. Thanks for joining me today, Veronica.
Hey, Eric. It's great to be here. I really like what you've done with the set.
Veronica, I'm really happy to have you as my co-host on the set, but when we're on the set, if you could just kind of eyes up here, I see you checking out my hairy chest, and it's not appreciated. Okay, I'm trying to keep this professional, okay?
Okay.
Anywho, Veronica, can you guess what today's topic is, or should I throw you a bone?
Gee, Eric, I don't know. Could it be about Wolff's Law?
Oh my gosh, how did you know? That's right. Today's video is on Wolff's Law, the principle that states our bones grow and strengthen in response to the stress placed upon them. Can you tell I'm excited to talk about it?
Clearly, you have more enthusiasm for Wolff's Law than most people.
That's right, Veronica. I'm excited for our followers to find out more about this amazing biological principle and how it can affect their bone health, strength, and longevity. Welcome back to Motion Over Medicine, and let's talk about getting stronger with Wolff's Law.
Oh.
It's the channel dedicated to health, fitness, longevity, and aquatic adventures for folks over 40. Welcome back to Motion Over Medicine with your host, PA Eric. Most people think staying young is about supplements, fancy diets, or cardio. But the truth? Your bones, not your heart or muscles, might be the biggest predictor of how long you stay capable and independent. And here's the kicker. There's a simple scientific principle your body is already following, whether you know it or not. It's called Wolff's Law, and it explains exactly why your bones get stronger or weaker based on how you use them. Today, I'm going to show you how applying this principle with the right exercises doesn't just build stronger bones, it can literally improve your quality of life as you age. And it's easier than most people think. I'm PA Eric Fergen. Before practicing as a physician assistant in primary and urgent care medicine, I worked in orthopedic implant sales, specializing in the plates and screws surgeons use to mend bones, and later as a pharmaceutical sales rep, where I promoted medications to strengthen the bones of patients with osteoporosis. By the end of this video, I'm going to teach you exactly what to do to keep your skeleton strong and your body capable for decades longer. Let's dive in. Your bones aren't bricks. They're living tissue, constantly remodeling themselves based on stress. This is Wolff's Law in action. Bones grow where they are stressed, and they shrink where they are ignored. At a microscopic level, two key specialized cells are at work within your bones, customizing the strength of your skeleton based on the stress exerted upon it. Osteoclasts, which strategically break down pre-existing bone, and osteoblasts, which build new bone where required. Together, they manage the strength and density of the trabeculae, which are the tiny lattice-like struts inside your bones that give them strength without making them heavy. Think of trabeculae like the steel framework inside a skyscraper. Stress your bones and they stay strong at a microscopic level. Stay sedentary and you develop weak bones and possibly progress to a diagnosis of osteoporosis. Simply stated, osteoporosis is a disease of decreased bone strength that increases the risk of fractures from minimal trauma. Think about it. Astronauts lose bone mass in space because there's no gravity pushing back. On Earth, your body is listening every single day. Are you challenging it or just letting it coast? Ignore your fitness and your skeleton slowly weakens. Apply stress and your bones adapt, thicken, and strengthen, giving you the foundation to stay capable well into your 70s and 80s. Here's the brutal truth. Most people stop loading their bones or engaging in vigorous cardiovascular activity in their 30s. They sit, they might walk gently, they stay active, but never truly challenge their skeleton. Your body interprets that as, we don't need these bones anymore. Muscle mass drops, tendons weaken, balance falters, and suddenly a simple fall can turn catastrophic. It's not the fall that is ultimately deadly, it's the decades of underuse and sedentary activity that set the stage for injury and ultimately loss of independence. Here's where the fun begins. Loading your bones through weightlifting, resistance exercises, or even sprinting tells your body, we are still needed. Bones thicken, muscles grow, tendons stiffen, and hormones like testosterone and growth hormone shift in your favor. This isn't just fitness, it's anti-aging at a cellular level. Your body doesn't know your age. It only knows the demand you place upon it. We've all met a 70-year-old who looks 50. Strong posture, confident movement, no fear of stairs. That's Wolff's Law in action. They didn't get lucky, they chose an active lifestyle and loaded their bones consistently over decades. Contrast that with someone the same age who avoided resistance exercise. Same years lived, vastly different quality of life. I can tell you as a practitioner in urgent and primary care in a small town, the people that I see in the gym every morning are very infrequently in the clinic for fractures, acute injuries, or generalized poor health. The time they spend staying active vastly minimizes the time they spend in acute care health facilities. You don't need to become a bodybuilder to strengthen your bones. You just need consistent, progressive loading. I highly recommend a gym membership over working out in your home, not only for the skills and motivation you gain while observing others, but for the mental health benefits of socializing with healthy, like-minded people. Looking back on my life, some of the best friends I have I met at the gym. Hey, it's Eric with Motion Over Medicine. Just a shout out to the sponsor of today's video. When you're craving food that actually loves you back, there's one place in town that checks every box. Foodie Grill serves fresh, healthy Mediterranean meals that are big on flavor and smart for your waistline. Whether your goal is fat loss, clean calories, or building lean muscle, this is food that fuels results. And don't miss their daily special, a teriyaki bowl for $6.99. Order it without the sauce and you've got a macro-friendly, protein-packed meal that fits perfectly into a calorie-conscious lifestyle. Locally owned, right here in Bullhead City, and worth choosing every time. Eat better, support local. Foodie Grill, where healthy meets delicious. Here are my recommendations for lifts that can most directly impact your bone strength. Squats and deadlifts. Build your legs, your hips, the posterior chain, and increase your spine strength. The overhead press, push-ups, lat pull-downs, and rows. These provide upper body loading, strengthening your arms, the shoulder girdles, and the cervical and thoracic spine. Jumping, sprinting, and plyometrics. These stress bones dynamically, in addition to providing amazing cardiovascular and heart health benefits. If you've not jumped or sprinted in recent years, start out low and slow and allow your ligaments and tendons time to strengthen before going full effort. To start out, I'd recommend 2 to 3 sessions per week, then add days as your body adapts. Remember, every time you challenge your skeleton, you're literally signaling it to stay strong for life. If you've never worked out with weights before, make sure you consult with your primary care provider before beginning your workouts. I would also highly recommend hiring a personal trainer to introduce you to workouts designed for your skill level and current health status. I'm well aware that some of us have limitations. As I tell my patients, apply weight-bearing exercise only as tolerated, and don't be afraid to modify your workouts to address any injuries or limitations you may have. Remember that doing something is always better than doing nothing. If you have limitations, injuries, or handicaps, just do the best you can and your body will thank you. I'd be remiss if I didn't cover things that commonly have a negative impact on bone strength, each of them a topic deserving of their own video. Likely, videos I will make sometime in the future. But for now, here's a brief overview of the top 5 things that can cause bones to weaken. Number 1, you don't stress your bones. So, put Wolff's Law to good use, as we've discussed in this video. 2, hormonal decline, especially estrogen and testosterone. This is huge and often ignored. Postmenopausal women experience a sharp decrease in estrogen. Men experience a decrease in testosterone with age. Chronic stress can cause increases in cortisol, which is a bone killer. Hormones don't just affect muscles, they directly control bone turnover. Number 3, inadequate nutrition. Calcium is only part of the story. This is where people oversimplify. Common problems include low protein intake, low calcium or poor absorption, vitamin D deficiencies, and low magnesium and vitamin K2. You can take calcium all day long, but if you don't load the bone or have vitamin D, it won't stick. Once again, this is where your family practitioner will come in handy, ordering lab work to test your current levels of these important vitamins and minerals. Medical providers evaluate your bone strength through a machine called a DEXA scan, which generates a T-score and Z-score after measuring the density of your lumbar spine, your hip, and your forearm. These are most often used for diagnosing and treating patients with osteopenia and osteoporotic bone. Number 4, certain medications. This one surprises people. Some of the big offenders include chronic corticosteroids such as prednisone, some anti-seizure medications, and long-term proton pump inhibitors, which are acid blockers. Omeprazole might be one of the medications you're familiar with in this category. These can interfere with bone formation or calcium metabolism. Number 5, age and inactivity as a combination. Aging alone isn't the villain. Aging plus inactivity is. Bone breakdown speeds up with age. Muscle loss removes stress from bone, and balance declines, causing a higher fracture risk. Plenty of older adults increase bone density, but only if they train. So here's the mindset. You're not just lifting for today. You're telling your body, I intend to stay capable. I intend to remain independent. Every squat, every overhead press, every sprint is an investment in your longevity, your independence, and your quality of life. Strength isn't vanity. Strength is insurance. So if you want to live a longer, more capable life, don't chase youth. Chase strength. Load your bones, challenge gravity, and watch your body reward you with decades of independence and mobility. If this inspired you, hit like, subscribe, and share this with somebody who's ready to stay strong for life. Remember, aging isn't inevitable, it's negotiable.